It's 5 o'clock in the morning. The conversation got boring. You said you'd go.
Hey, this is Qutiya Blue Jay here, and today is Saturday. So guess what Saturday is? My update vlog. Yeah, I gotta think of a better name for it. Sorry. Anyway, so I finally put my ideas on paper. Literally, I could not fit everything into this video if my brain worked functionally. Just letting you know. Okay, so we're gonna start off with my college update or explain why that I am in college. If you don't know, if you are on my channel and you don't know this, I am in college. I am a college freshman. You don't know where. And I'm doing pretty well, actually. I got my midterms back 2 weeks ago, and I have 4 A's and 2 B's, so I'm trucking along pretty good. I have a crap load of homework to do, which is awesome, always, which reminds me to look for something real quick. Sorry. Not that. I need to find... I'm so sorry. Where is it? I might have lost it. That would be awful if I did. This might be it. No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Oh, there, I found it. Yes. Sorry. Okay. It's for one of my classes. It's kind of important to have that. Okay, so college is doing okay. Sorry for that little mess. College is doing really well. I'm getting partying with my friends, legally partying with my friends, by the way. For last week, I've stayed up till 1 in the morning for some god-awful reason, and only got 6 hours of sleep because I get up at 7 in the morning on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to go to my 8 a.m. class. Woo! So that's fun. But that's okay, since I feel wide awake when I only sleep 6 hours. I'm not sure why that happens. It's weird. Okay, so moving on. So that's my college update. Nothing really going on. Oh, okay, I take that back. My next topic is about 2 drunk dudes. This is gonna be a funny story. Okay, I was sitting in our student lounge, which we have a student lounge on every floor of our dorm. So I was in our student lounge doing my math homework. Excuse me. And these 2 random guys, one of them pushed the other one off the elevator onto our floor, and then they got stuck on our floor because the elevator doors closed on them, so they had to wait for the next elevator. And this one guy was waddling around, and he saw me through, there's this glass window in the door of the both kitchen and the study lounge. So he saw me doing my work, and I look up at the same time, and he waves to me, and I wave to him nicely, and he comes in the room with his friend. And he was like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so." And I was like, "Nice to meet you." He was trying to be charming or whatever. Being a charming drunk. That should be fun though. Funny. But then he started to leave, but his friend came into the room. And he was totes drunk. I'm not even kidding you. He was so drunk, it was ridiculous. He came into the room, like, he looked like he was barely standing up from my viewpoint, but he might not have been that drunk. But he came over to me and he gave me a hug, and he put his head right here on my chest. And I was like, this is such an awkward hug, because I don't really know him. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. I'm getting sick around here. I'll talk about that in a second. But he put his head right here, and I was like, this is an awkward hug. And I was just laughing. And so he started to leave to get to the elevator. And he opened the door again, and he was like, he's like, "What you doing later?" And I was like, "Homework." He's like, "What are you doing after that?" And I was like, "Homework." And he's just like, "Well, what after that?" And I was like, "Probably going to sleep." And he, and he was like, he's like, "I need a cuddle buddy." And he looked me up and down like that was an invitation. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be a drunk guy's cuddle buddy. There are plenty of reasons why that's not good. 1, he could possibly rape me. Yes, that does happen. 2, he's drunk, so he might throw up on me because he's so sober. And 3, I I don't want to know what the third one leads to, but I hardly know this guy, and I'm not gonna cuddle buddy with him in bed. So I didn't say no, but I didn't say yes. I just kind of stared at him and gave him this very sarcastic face, and just like, I'm not gonna join you in bed. And he was like, well, I guess I won't have a cuddle buddy tonight. And I was like, yeah, get a teddy bear, as he walked out the door and into the elevator. So that was my awkward drunk guy experience. Like, it happened Thursday of this week, and it was just really funny. So that's my drunken guy update. Later though, in the evening, we found him again, and he was more sobered up, and he was a little awkward around me then, because he knew what he did. I mean, like, he remembered. He wasn't that drunk that he wouldn't remember. So he remembered what he did, the awkward hug and everything. So he was just backing away from me. But his friend got written up because they were walking around drunk. Of course, they're gonna get written up for drinking, derp, and that's gonna happen. Yeah, I got tips for that later on, by the way. And so I'm getting into the elevator because I had to bring my friend downstairs and check her out, and then and then I was gonna go back upstairs and go to bed. So I got towards the elevator, and the guy with the pink bandana, that's what I'm gonna call him. The other guy, not the guy who gave me a hug. The guy who gave me the hug was the red beanie and pink bandana dudes. That's what I'm gonna call them. The pink bandana dude was just like, he's like, why don't you cuddle with us, like both of them. And the red beanie dude was like, she's got a boyfriend. And without thinking, I said, no, I do not have a boyfriend. Though at that moment, I was just like, what? Why would you say that? That's the most horrid thing to ever say to two drunk dudes, ever. So basically, I told them I'm defenseless and vulnerable. And I was just like, oh, why did I say that? So the pink bandana guy came towards me, and he's like, I don't got a girlfriend. And I was just like, yeah, keep walking. He didn't bother me. He didn't persist or anything. He's probably too drunk to remember me anyway. So that was a close call. Yeah, tip for a girl. If my friend told me this after I told her this story, and she was like, have a ring on you the whole time you are in college, because if a guy asks you, if he's drunk, and a guy asks you if you have a boyfriend, you bring out that ring, you put it on your finger, and you say you have a fiance or a promise ring to a boyfriend, okay? You hear me? That is going to save you a lot of time with drunk dudes. I'm not even kidding you. It might not help you if they try to persist with you. So that's when you bring out your taser or your mace. Yeah. Just letting you know. Please, when you go to college, bring a taser with you, or at least mace, so you are protected. On my campus, there's no crime rate. Everybody's pretty good on this campus. We're all pretty nice, apparently. I mean, like, I walked at night several times, and I've been fine, because I've only gone to go short distances. So, yeah, there's not many people out at night. Usually they're in the dorms getting high or drunk or something. Or they're sleeping. Most of them usually do sleep, but other people, they're bored in the evening. So, there is that story. Okay, moving on, we have the weather. I know it's a boring topic, but the weather is being cray-cray. That is literally what my topic says. The weather is being cray-cray. That is not even the bottom line of that. So my weather, like 3 weeks ago now, 3 weeks today, it was sunny, 70 degrees or 76 degrees, and people were wearing shorts, flip-flops, and tank tops. You know what I mean? And then 2 weeks later, we're all bundled up with sneakers, jeans, and jackets. I'm not even kidding you. Our weather went from summer to winter in 2 weeks. Like that. It was ridiculous. We were like, where did fall go? You know, where it's warm one day, but it's cold the next. You know, those nice days that everybody likes in the fall? It didn't exist. Fall is gone. It was like for a day or so, and then winter came in and just took everything. Not even kidding you. So, we were baking a hamburger helper in our kitchen in the Florida, what was it, Friday? No, it was like Thursday. It was Thursday, excuse me. It was Thursday evening, and we were cooking. Excuse me, I'm tired. We were cooking, and I looked out the window, and it was, when I walked out the door that day, it was windy as hell. I'm not even kidding you. I thought it was going to blow me like a tumbleweed. Not even kidding you. So, we were, but when I got back, it was raining for a little bit. Then it was hailing or sleeting or snowing, or it was a mixture of all three. The weather was being very cray-cray. It's been better these days. I mean, like sunny skies and everything, so everything's been pretty good. Ooh, there's a baseball game going on. Oh yeah, they do have baseball on Saturdays. I forgot. That's fun. Sorry, I get distracted. Okay. I'm a vampire. I don't like light, so we always have our shades closed. And she doesn't. My roommate is not bothered by that either. We don't really like the light all that much anyway. Besides, we have 2 light sources. So, moving on. So the weather was being very, very cray-cray. So, I just wanted to say that because it might not be the same way for other people. They might, maybe, but here where I am, I thought it was cray-cray. So there's that. And finally, this is the most stupidest topic I could ever think of. I'm here to announce that I finally got on Twitter. And then the other part is, oh God, why? Because for the life of me, since Twitter has been up and running and people have been joining the bandwagon and getting on Twitter, and Twitter is like instant like Facebook, instant Facebook. That's how I think about it. And Facebook's trying to keep up with their hashtags and stuff like that, so they bring some Twitter people back to Facebook, and I don't know. Right now I have a Facebook and a Twitter. If you don't know that, it should be on my channel somewhere. And so I'm on Facebook for the longest time, and that's what I waste my time on that, like on Facebook a lot. I'm on it 24/7. Well, okay, not 24/7. Sometimes it just annoys me because there's nothing going on, so I, get rid of it and come back to it later if there is something going on. But now I have something else to waste my time with. Twitter! Yay! I really find Twitter and Facebook and Myspace and Instagram and Snapchat, I find all of those completely and utterly pointless. And so does everybody else, but they still use them because it's fun. Our society has, geez, who's working on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Vines, by the way, like 5-second videos, and for the life of me, I still do not understand why we have these things. Snapchat is just like Instagram. It really is. That is the only reason that Snapchat and Instagram are different is because when you Snapchat somebody, they see the picture for 5 seconds and then it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. Technically, that's not true because data stream, everything is still in the data stream. Nothing is truly deleted, by the way. And Instagram is where you see a picture and it's there for life, until the person deletes it or something. So that's the only difference between Snapchat and Instagram. Think about it. And then there's, everybody knows the Myspace and Facebook thing. When Facebook was new and everyone was like, oh, Facebook. Not really much of a difference there either. On Myspace, you had your profile page where you could customize like the background and your stuff, and that was really cool. That was the cool thing I liked about Myspace, is that you had your own background theme and stuff like that. And the things I hated about Myspace were that every time I got on it, there were viruses, and they would get on my computer, and at one point there was just so many viruses that came out at once, my computer got destroyed. Not even kidding you. So I have my baby now, and I'm not going to let go of him. By the way, he's my life source. I would never get rid of my baby, ever. So that was what I didn't like about MySpace. Also, the top 10 friends thing come on. You were starting civil wars with that shit because people were like, well, why am I not part of your top 5 or top 8 or whatever? Does it matter? Does it really matter? Because are you really close friends with them? If you're really close friends with them, you're going to be up there. If you're not, then you're not. I don't really see. One of my first cousins or whatever, they could go like, well, why am I part of your top 8? Because I don't know you very well. That's why. And, I mean, like, if I could only have a top 1, it would be my best friend. That would be it. And then everybody could be like, bitch, please. You know what I mean? That's what I hated about MySpace, was that the top 10 friend thing, because that cost so many people just crap. People gave other people crap because they weren't in their top 10, and so they changed it, and the other people that were on there got crap. Now had crap to deal with. It was just a nightmare. It really was. You wouldn't think it, but it like with pointless people like us, yeah. So that was MySpace, and I liked it when I started it when I was younger. I loved it. I got on it every day after school. Loved it to death. So when Facebook came around, I was just like, well, I still love MySpace. And me and my sister both had MySpaces, and we just loved MySpace. I mean, like, I was on the computer most of the time when I was younger, so I know how to do more computer things than my sister does. Maybe not now, since she has her own laptop, but, oh my god. So when Facebook came around, I was like, I don't really want to join the bandwagon of Facebook. I didn't for the longest time. And then I joined it in 2009. Yeah, I remember the summer of 2000, it was the summer of 2009, before my first year as a high schooler. I joined it while I was in Texas with my sister. And so I joined it, and I was like, oh, I love this. And I got rid of my MySpace account because it was a virus-fed crap, and no one got on there anymore. I mean, like, most people deleted their Facebook account, and if you weren't on there for a certain period of time, they would delete your account anyway. So I had 2 accounts on there, by the way, on MySpace. And my accounts are probably deleted at this point. I'm not saying that MySpace is outdated, because MySpace does still exist. It seriously does still exist. People still get on there. But it's not as popular as it used to be. So this is the progression of what's going on now. So, progression of early 2000s MySpace, mid-2000s Facebook, and now the rage is Twitter. And those are the major sites. The little sites would be like Instagram, Snapchat, Vines, that's the newest thing. Oh, whatever, I don't really care. So no, I don't have a Vine account, I don't have a Snapchat, I don't have an Instagram, because I find them pointless. I find them utterly pointless. I can share pictures on Facebook. I can share pictures on Twitter. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Stop it. People drive me crazy. I'm going cray-cray. I am seriously going cray-cray. So, I finally joined the bandwagon. So, in conclusion, I finally joined the bandwagon and I got on Twitter. So, there's that. I'm sorry, I kind of went on a tangent, and I didn't mean to, about the pointlessness of it all, but that is okay. So that is it for Saturdays with Qutiya. Okay, that sounds really corny. Why don't you all, while I'm thinking about it, let's end this video with a question. What do y'all want to call this vlog? Saturday vlogs. My friend wanted to call it Sassy Saturdays or whatever, and I'm like, why? I don't know. So, leave your suggestions in the comments, please, because I would love to know what to call this vlog. And I will see you all later, okay? Have a good weekend, have a good week, and I shall see you next Saturday. Fly away, my Blue Jays! Bye!